So let's kind of look at audience questions. Dennis, can you display me some?
Hi, my name is Annika. I'm currently a student at Concordia's Biotechnology and Genomics Graduate Diploma Program. My question for you today is, what advice would you give to recent graduates or future graduates for getting into the biotechnology industry?
The biotechnology industry is a very, very big field. So the first thing I would do is try to see what my narrower field of interest is. If you're asking me specifically about the startup ecosystem, it's exactly that. I think the word ecosystem is really important to know. You need to be present in the different events. There's events that are actually constructed for people to meet up, and start by going to those, meet up, experience something together with these people so that you can start team building.
Yeah, that makes sense. Start to connect the dots and then it'll help you narrow it down. Okay, second question.
Hi, I'm Quentin. I'm a young scientist in biotechnology in Sherbrooke. And I wonder, what are the main criteria do you look before starting any collaboration with a scientist or startup? Thank you.
We have different programs for startups. So it really is, where are you at in your journey as a startup? We tend to divide it into, are you into ideation? Are you into validation? Are you post-validation and are you into launch and grow? Or are you at scale? So we tend to try to position initiatives within that framework. And from there, we then can assess what help you may need, and if we can provide that help, because we can't always provide the help that people need. So we try to do an alignment on that. So that's an answer for the startups. For the scientists, we've been working for a couple of years now in a program in partnership with the Fonds de Recherche du Québec on initiating scientists to entrepreneurship, on then helping them get to the next phase, which is the ideation and the team building, and manage their career while they're starting this in the middle of a doctorate study, and try to get to that postdoc phase where they should be, finish your postdoc for the most cases, then you can go on to your startup life. And we're actually setting up a new program called the postdoc program, which is targeted at scientists.
Yeah, that makes sense. Where are you in your journey right now? And based on that, a whole series of questions and tools opens up. I look at some written question here. How do you think complex topic related to biotech should be presented to public, especially with the popularity of anti-vaxxers for sure and non-GMO advocates?
Oh, you're hitting a lot of subjects all at the same time here.
Oh, yeah.
The anti-vaxxers are a different population than the non-GMO. To be very clear, GMO has a history for a reason, and the fact is SynBio is not GMO. But I'm not going to explain that now, but I think people need to be clear. And one of the things that we're working on is to make tools very easily accessible so that people understand the differences in those definitions. Because it's definitely a big challenge. And then going back to the presentation of complex topics, I think all of our entrepreneurs that are science-based need to learn, and it's a tough thing. It's part of the training that we do to be able to explain things at different levels, whether it's their science or their business. They need to drill down into details as much as they need to do what we call the elevator pitch. And if you can explain it to your mom and dad, usually that's a good place to start. In friends, it's a good test way to say, did I vulgariser or simplify this enough for me to explain? But it's doable. It's not impossible. It's a question of effort and time spent.
You've actually done it very well just by taking that question and breaking it into pieces. Right, saying we have to separate this and why each one of them exists. James has also a question: is there a plan to get established industry players in biotech to support companies in the BioHub Accelerator to, of course, facilitate collaborations between them and startups? So creating those links with the industry.
Yeah, we started this. Yes, it's in the process. I was using J&J as an example earlier on, but we work with other groups that are Quebec groups, and we have a whole plan this year. We're actually creating something called so this is a secret kind of announcement, but where Concordia is considering creating something called what we're calling as a code name for now, the Biomanufacturing Institute. And the purpose of this is to unite industry together with startups, together with researchers, academics in general, and to create that place of collision for everyone within a project structure, context structure.
Mm-hmm. No, it makes sense to align those key players and actually to be able to measure the impact, not just have a series of names. And that's the hard part at the end of the day, converting into maybe it simplifies to have just numbers, but it also allows us to measure the impact and if we're going in the right direction.